Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Leighton here again. Today we're just going to give a little update. So, last night, fantastic walk-off win. Bo Bichette ties the game with a home run in the bottom of the ninth. Addison Barger then walks it off the very next batter. Fantastic stuff from the Blue Jays. Just a clutch comeback win there. It did come at a cost, though, as Jonathan Clase was hit by a pitch, and Miles Straw ended up rolling his ankle. He had a line drive hit over his head in center field. He had just come in as a defensive sub. He made an awkward play back at the wall, kind of lunged for the ball. His footing looked a little bit weird. He rolled over on his ankle a bit, and sure enough, it was a sprained ankle. So how it's looking, and again, none of this is official yet, but Jonathan Clase looks like he'll be okay, maybe just miss a game or two with a bruise there. Miles Straw is the one that looks a little bit more serious. And there, to note, it says, for what it's worth in this Arden's Welling tweet, RJ Schreck was pinch hit for in the 8th inning of Tuesday's Buffalo Bisons game. And for those of you that don't know RJ Schreck, I'll just pop up his information here now real quick. So we acquired him for Justin Turner last year from the Mariners. And he just got called up to AAA recently, so there's not a lot of sample size there. But he was lighting up AA pretty good, and you can see here his minor league stats for 2025 so far. 165 at-bats, 11 home runs, 24 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, 261 average, 393 on-base percentage, and a 908 OPS. So the average leaves a bit to be desired, but he has a little bit of speed with those stolen bases and obviously being an outfielder. And the on-base percentage is really nice, so he's clearly a very patient hitter. Plus the 908 OPS is very solid. And the reason why I'm somewhat excited about him is when we first acquired him, he was a bit of a middling prospect, but the bat did project quite well. There were some people saying, hey, this guy actually can hit. He's 24 years old. He's been through college. He's played at a few different levels of the minor leagues now. He's shown to be, proficient at all of them. So he does seem like a more polished guy, even if his ceiling isn't necessarily like the highest in baseball. He does seem like a polished guy who can step in at the major league level if he is the guy that we've chosen to go with here. So really excited to see between him and Will Robertson, plus obviously the Allen Rodens and that have already been up. But really excited to see some of these young guys get some run with Santander being hurt and with Miles Straw being hurt here now. Hopefully he's not gone for too long, but we're going to at least get a few weeks of sample size from some of these guys. And Nathan Lucas will be back in a week as well. Roughly, he's on that concussion protocol. So it's a bit of time here for these guys to step up and try to make a good impression and earn a spot. It's not much time to deal with. Like, they're not going to get long runs, especially not all of them. They are going to start getting picked off as these guys come back from injury, but they're going to get their opportunity to make an impression. And for a guy like RJ Schreck, who's hit everywhere he's gone, who looks like a pretty finished product along the lines of an Allen Roden, it'll be really interesting to see what he can do and to see if he can't come up and run with a spot. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Is RJ Schreck on your radar? How do you feel about the call up here? Do you think that, we're going to really miss Miles Straw? In my case, the reason why I think Miles Straw will go on the IL is just because his game is so dependent on speed. He's reliant on his center field Gold Glove defense, bunting, stealing bases, and that. He is very, very speed reliant in his game. So that's why I think if his ankle is hurting him at all and he's unable to run the way that he needs to run, it's better off just resting him and not risking having this draw out and be a lingering issue that hampers him for, months, if not the rest of the season, when it doesn't have to. It can be rested for a couple of weeks, maybe, and he can come back 100% and keep contributing the way that he has. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the subject. Drop a comment below. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, have a good one.